You've seen now how I've gotten exceptional growth in just the last few months in Google organic search. You've seen the green numbers in my webmaster tools showing that my clicks are consistently going up. Now, the question is, how do I actually create these posts in WordPress and YouTube, and what can you do to repeat the same process? I'm going to show you exactly what I do to do this live as I do it. So the challenging part with that is I'm doing this actually for myself, which will go live on my website in all the detail. The advantage of that is there's no theoreticals. There's no this might or might not. This is what I'm actually doing for myself and how you can easily repeat it. If you have something as simple as a WordPress website, a YouTube channel, a screen capture program such as Snagit, and then some hosting on your own URL, which you can get from HostGator for $10 a month or something even lower than that, or higher if you want faster speed. The beauty of this is how easy it is to do. And you might want to scale it up using transcription people on Odesk, which I'm doing. But I'm going to show you the whole thing from start to finish. So first, starting off depends on where you're at. So let's take a look at this again. If you're down here, starting off is going to work a little different than when you're right here. So when I was right here, let's show you some of the articles I did. This is an example, 10 steps to get your business to $10,000 a month. And this is part of my Udemy course, which is $0 to $10,000 a month online. But this is the type of article I wrote. So I just wrote it and I didn't know exactly who would find it. So I showed you in the past step how I figured out who I'm finding. So if you're starting out, you're stuck kind of just doing things like writing whatever article you might want to. Like here's an article I wrote. I just wrote about books I read that have helped me. So I didn't know exactly what kind of search results that would inspire. So if you don't know what keywords people are looking for, then that's where you start. You start off making a YouTube video about something you want to make. If you do know what keywords people are searching for, and I do have a pretty good idea, here's where you start. So I'm in Webmaster Tools, and I want to download this table. I want to download this table to see what keywords my website is already ranking for. I want to know what I'm already doing right so I can do more of it. And what I want to do now is find what I'm doing right when it comes to SEO. Let's check out what I'm doing right. Ooh, black hat SEO techniques. I don't know about that. SEO plain. Now that's one of the old articles I had on there. Here, now that's a good one. Important SEO terms. So what I do now is I have a file, then I take these terms like this and I put them in a file called validated keywords. I know people are actually looking for these things, and so I don't want to do anything like that. So SEO might not be right, so now I try another keyword. That didn't work, so now let me try traffic. Alright, increase site traffic. I know I'm showing up for that. Let's see, so that's the only one. Let's try website. So this is where I'm doing my keyword research. I'm seeing what search results I'm actually already showing for so that I can intentionally aim an entire article at that. Best website to buy YouTube views. So what I'm doing now is trying to find the right keyword to match what I'm doing. And if you're starting out in a new area, it's challenging because you may not have any good keyword data on it. So I'm in a challenging spot for this particular because I already made this video. So if you don't have keywords to research, you can just do it like this. So I don't seem to have much existing data on what keyword I want to use. So now I can just go up here and start and scroll down and try and find some articles that relate to what I might want to put up there. So I'm seeing ranking videos on Google. What I want to do is find some things I'm already showing on, especially that I'm already getting some clicks on, and then intentionally aim an article directly at that. But I have to have something to start with. So I'm scrolling through these keywords, and I'm just trying to find one that has maybe a click, and I don't see any. Because I haven't written about this too much already. So since I don't, I might have to just freestyle it. But I will keep looking and see if I can find a search term where I'm actually showing already. And it looks like all I have is rank YouTube videos. Let me try Google. Ah, here's a nice one. How to rank in Google in 2014. That's a sweet one right there. That from my previous keywords, that I know that these year-based keywords can be good. So that's a sweet one. So sometimes it just takes a minute to search through and figure it out. Google Sites tutorial, probably not that. How to rank on Google, and that's how to rank in Google. Now, this is how to rank on Google. That's interesting. It's a slightly different wording, but it might be worth it to try a couple of different tutorials or a couple of different articles. I ranked on the keyword Google. Alright. Google AdWords sucks. How to rank for Google Hummingbird. That's a really cool keyword. See, when you can aim at an exact keyword like that, that's really cool. Rank high in Google. Alright, that's another good keyword. And what I will do is I'll show you, I will do an actual article with that exact keyword title. So this takes a while, as you can see, but the rewards are well worth it. Some of these keywords you've seen, I found these keywords before. I went and did a specific article about it, like the how to rank YouTube videos, and then that worked really well, so I did another article on it. So it takes repetition. It takes doing this a lot, but you keep doing this like I've kept doing it. It's working really good. So I've went through all these already. So I've got several new ideas over here on my pad. Now the only thing I need to do is figure out which one of these matches what I have. So what I have is a 7,800 word post transcribed from a 1 hour 15-minute video. That goes back to what I said about the strategy. It works because I can talk a hell of a lot faster than I can write. So having success online and in life often is not about miracles or magic. I mean, I believe miracles come from your understanding of a higher power, and I believe that is a huge part of life. But as it comes to practical things, I believe it's mostly a function of time, effort, systems, and learning. In other words, you can use these things I'm showing you to get the same results if you can build it for yourself. So if I can talk 7,000 words an hour, that's more than 3 times as fast as I can write. It makes sense for me to talk first and have someone transcribe it, because that's how I get the most content out. So that's what I have here, is a transcription. And what I want to do with this transcription is figure out where I can break it up into the first post. I want to chop it into 3 unique posts right here. So I'm going to do new post and new post. So I've got 3 new posts in WordPress. And what I want to do is chop this up into 3 different posts that have keyword titles matching the research I just showed you. If even one of those works well, if just one of those works well, then I'm in business. I'm in real good shape to have a exciting amount of search traffic continuing to grow. As you saw, you don't have to do a whole bunch of exceptional things. You just need a couple of keywords and a very small amount of pages to perform really well on your website. So I'm trying to repeat that, and I'm trying to figure out in here how I can divide and conquer up. So it looks like I might have a logical split right here at 2,500 words. Because if I'm going into saying, let's show you how this works right here, then it might make sense to split it right there. Or it might make sense to split it right here based on what I was writing about in there. So it's tricky sometimes to match this with what I'm writing, because the most important part of the post is at the top. So I want to find a split point where I can get a good post in here. And eventually I may be able to have my transcribers include all of this in their work. But for now, it just makes sense to do it this way. But in the future, I will be able to have it divided up more so that I don't have to do this step on it. But if you're just getting started with this, you might end up doing this all yourself. Or you might just kind of get a transcriber to do the whole video. So either way, this is something you'll likely need to know about doing this. So what I've done is now I've dropped this first part in here. So this first thing, I might have to go off the keyword farm a little bit and say WordPress posting strategy for maximum SEO results, because that looks like a good title based on here, and I bet that's something someone else is looking for. So WordPress posting for maximum SEO results. So that's something I want to give a try here. WordPress posting strategy for maximum SEO results. And now I delete that. And try here. What WordPress posting strategy do I use to get incredible growth in Google organic search? And then I start by asking this question, and then I say, watch the video above to see my WordPress posting strategy executed live. There. So I say watch the video above to see my, and I can preview it too. Let's see what this looks like. So I can see I've got WordPress posting strategy, and I might have it too much, so I might just say, whoa, I don't want to do that. Change this back into paragraph, delete, there we go. In the video above. Now, that's the beauty of this. Now I just put it up here, and now this transcription serves as the content Google has. So I don't even need to do anything else. I don't know if someone's actually going to read this, but I've got it all up right there. And now I start doing the details of the post. And I will want to, I'll try saving a draft of this to make sure I don't lose my work. And there, now it makes the post link. So I want to make my post link 75 characters or less. So I go back here, and this is a, and I want to see how long is this URL I've got. I don't want this URL to be too long because then Google won't like it. And it's all about making Google happy. So it's exactly 75 characters. So I'm going to delete the 4 out of here. There. So now what I do is I just finish up this WordPress post. I click video, and I go down here and click Google for the category. I scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I have the Enfold theme. I really like the Enfold theme. I found it, Rymar showed me the Enfold theme. I've been using it ever since. It works really good on my website, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback about it. So here's what I do next. So now I have the video in here, and I'll put the focus keyword up in here. I want to do WordPress posting strategy. And I'll even throw 2014 in the title here and see if it fits. Scarface, see if it fits. And then I start off, I write this meta description as if it's an ad. I'm writing this meta description because I want people to click on it. When you see these kind of things on here, like I'm getting an average position of 1.0 and a click-through of 70-80%, I've written the meta description just like an ad. I want people to click on it, and I want my keyword to match exactly. So I'm going to verbatim paste somewhere in here my exact keyword, which in this instance will be here, and make sure I include there. So see the Now, I used as many characters as I could, and I've written this just like an ad. See the WordPress posting strategy that gets me Google organic traffic growth every month in 2014 in this free maximum SEO results video tutorial. I've given the key details of why someone would want to read this. I'm saving draft on this. Now the last thing I need to do is create a quick image for this to be featured on my website. And I will continue with that and then show you how I do this faster on the next 2 posts shortly.